Ladies and gentlemen, our program is scheduled to begin in 10 minutes. 10 minutes, please keep the front seating area in the center for student athletes and graduating student support personnel only. Thank you. sir. Never. We're going to move you back. Yes, sir. You got it covered.
Yeah. So what becomes the order?
It'll be I introduce Davis, Graham's video, Matt will come up and just fluff you a little bit and sing your praises as justly deserved.
Me here?
Yes, sir.
These via video.
Yes, sir.
Me. Good. Who are the student speakers today?
Ziko and Josie.
All right.
Track is well represented.
Yeah, that's cool. This is always a great event. On time? Oh, you're going to be finished? Well, yes.
So 80 and then
There's approximately 8 per.
I think it's 102.
I think there's 9 rows of 8.
Right.
How are you, sir? Hey, man, I'm good. How you doing? Good to see you. Wouldn't miss it. All good. We just gave them GC students, which was great.
So Zach Gordon for golf is not here, so I think you just want to add him in here. And we'll scratch him. And I think I may have made a mistake on the check-in sheet, but did you have Alonia Cooney from women's track? She's not here. So I'll let you go ahead. You go to men's golf or whatever. And then these three are not checked in, but we don't see House here anyway. So I'm gonna try to see House now.
No, I have not. What else I have to look for? Yeah, I don't think Cooney was on the list. Men's women's track cross country was still there.
Yeah, so that was a screw up, but we just Shelly didn't get her on the front
And
page.
then
So these three,
Air Force Commission headed your way shortly. I don't know where that is, but she said it's there.
okay.
So
When we get to video, just kind of look for Rick to make eye contact for Sullivan.
yes, we know.
And I'll try
give me a.
to,
She's here. Or-
okay, let me see if I can find
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to find your seats, we'll go ahead and get started with our program. I'd like to welcome all graduates and guests to our ceremony today. My name is Jeff Carey. I'm an Associate Director of Athletic Academic Services at the Neary Center, and I'm honored to be the MC for today's festivities. We're excited that you all could be with us today to celebrate the wonderful academic accomplishments of our student athletes and our student support personnel. I'd now like to welcome up Chief Executive Officer of IPTAY, Davis Babb, to say a few words.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for being here. And on behalf of IPTAY, I always want to say, number one, thank you. We're happy to kind of play a sponsorship role in today's efforts. Really, everything we do is about you and your journey, and so I really want to first say thank you because I know that your journeys have been long and arduous at times. Only you know the time, the practices, the competitions, the travel, the academics, the stresses that every college student feels. So thank you for that commitment, and you've done a great job. I would argue that these times for Clemson athletics really are the best of times, and I think across the board in all of our programs, there's been excellence academically and athletically. So, number one, thank you very much. Number two, we're happy to support you. I want to just give you a little quick background about IPTAY. We have about almost 19,000 members. And if you add in our very devoted group of collegiate club student members and some other groups, we have close to 29,000 members. So there are a lot of folks coming together to support what you're doing. We've been here since 1934, really the largest fundraising organization in the country, and we're proud of that. Our scope has really changed. Part of what we do is facilities, and that's what you hear in the background. More on that later. Here's where the money goes. Cost of athletic scholarships, okay? Anything to do with athletic facilities, anything to do with athletic academic services. So in this building, across all components, tutors, mentors, academic staff. We fund everything to do with life skills, counseling, nutrition expenses. So hopefully along the way you've been able to appreciate some of those opportunities. Also, strength and conditioning. We also support the marching band. We are a 501c3 organization. We have about 25 people on our staff, and happy again to hope to make your journey successful. I think that a lot of folks think of what you're doing, at least on the outside, as competition. They see you on competition days with the jersey on, and that's great. What we like to say is that we're sponsoring, and your life is behind the scenes to make your lives better and your journey better. As you go forward, we want to try to help you. And we have the Block C Club, which is a part of what we do as you kind of venture into that postgraduate world, careers, whether it be professional athlete journey, whether it be business, medicine, whatever it may be. We want to be kind of that lifeline back to you. So our Block C program is very important. We'd welcome you to be a part of that. We have Bob Mahoney, our director, and also a member of our major gift team and Block C associate, if you will, Jordan Roper. And I'd like them to please raise their hands. I want you to know who these folks are, Bob and Jordan. And these are two important folks as you connect, because I think some of the time, once you leave here, you had so much time controlled and so many organized things in your life that now you're kind of out there on your own. We want to be that connection back. So Block C is just that type of organization to keep you connected. The other thing I want to say before I pass the microphone is employers want you. They tell us all the time that student athletes exhibit all the traits that they look for: work ethic, esprit de corps, teamwork, setting goals, achieving them, time management, doing things that other students, frankly, are not necessarily asked to do, and you're asked to do it under pressure situations in front of a lot of people. Employers want you, so I would urge you as you get out into the workforce to make sure those folks know what you did as student athletes. That's not bragging. That's just letting them know what your skill set is and what you can bring to them. So we wish you the very best. We congratulate you. This is a huge day. In the next couple days when you walk across the stage, meet President Clements and get the diploma. So we thank you again for what you've done, and congratulations, and we wish you the best.
Thank you, Davis. Our Director of Athletics, Graham Neff, is attending ACC meetings and regrets that he's not able to be here today. If you will direct your attention to one of the video screens, we will receive a message from him.
Good morning, student athletes and support staff. Graham Neff here, coming to you virtually. And gosh, I really hate that I can't be there in person to celebrate with you and your family and friends this morning leading up into your graduation, your commencement from Clemson this Thursday and Friday. I'm actually currently in ACC spring meetings, which just schedule overlapped and needed to be here. So did want to have a brief message and remarks to you just on this momentous occasion. About 90 of you are going to walk across the stage this Thursday and Friday, and it's just an incredible achievement, and we couldn't be more proud. Your collegiate experience here and at Clemson has been so atypical, as so much of your cohort has been across the country with virtual classes, certainly COVID and the transient nature of what that's looked like for this good portion of your career. I think taking that positively is how well it's going to equip you for this next chapter of your life. Not only with that experience and how you've achieved and managed through and adapted throughout your collegiate career, but what we hope is how Clemson has equipped you and how you've used and leveraged Clemson's resources to help position and propel you towards an incredible career from the next chapter, whatever that may be. So I just want to encourage you on that and encourage you to stay connected with us and all the things that we can continue to support you with now with a mortarboard on your head and ring on your finger, and still stay connected with us from a personal and staff standpoint and just physically. We want you back. We need you here. And couldn't be more excited and proud of your accomplishments here at Clemson, your achievement of walking across the stage, and how you'll continue to make Clemson proud as graduates. Thanks so much. Congratulations, and go Tigers.
Thank you, Graham. Next, we will have Associate Athletic Director of Athletic Academic Services, Matt Lombardi, up to share some thoughts.
Thank you, Jeff. At this time, I'm just going to take a few moments to introduce our next speaker. The person coming up to speak to you is President Jim Clements. President Clements is the 15th president of Clemson University and completing his 8th year in this leadership position. Through his leadership, he's raised the bar and the profile of Clemson University across all sorts of areas, including athletics, academics, admissions, research, retention and graduation rates, diversity, and fundraising. He's done all this while also being committed to the land-grant mission of Clemson University to serve the state of South Carolina and to create leaders, and all of you graduates, to go out and serve our state, the country, and the world. So with that, I'd like to ask you all to please welcome President Jim Clements.
Thank you, Matt. Good morning. Go Tigers. Can you hear me in the back? Good? All right. Congratulations to all of you and your families. And thank you for inviting me to be a part of this very special celebration. Let me begin just by saying that I'm really proud of you, everyone who is graduating this week, from our student athletes to our managers, to our trainers, to our cheerleaders and the rally cats, to the mascots and our talented video team. You all worked hard and you all earned this major milestone in your life. If you're graduating this week, those of you in the front, please stand so you can be recognized and we can congratulate you. In my opinion, we have the very best athletics department in the entire country. And in many ways, I think that we've become the model for the rest of the country to follow. We have a great culture, and we have great talent, and we do things the right way. I want to thank our Director of Athletics, Graham Neff. I know he's disappointed he could not be here, but as he mentioned, he's in Florida in meetings. He's been an incredible asset to our athletics program for the past 9 years, and I'm grateful for the great job he is doing. How about a round of applause for our AD? And if, by the way, if you cannot hear me in the back, just tell me to turn it up and I will. I do want to thank CEO of IPTAY, Davis Babb, and his entire team for helping us raise the funds needed to be successful at this level. Would you please help me thank Davis? By the way, when you hear noises like cranes and you see dirt being moved and it's loud and noisy, that's a beautiful thing. You know why? Because we're building for the future. Look around. Look at all the beautiful facilities that we have. So don't let that bother you during this ceremony. It means something good is happening out there. I also want to thank all of our coaches and the staff. They do a great job supporting this university, supporting you, and I think they deserve our thanks. Would you help me thank all the coaches? So I'm ready to start, believe it or not, my 34th year in higher education, and I've been blessed to be a university president and been blessed to serve in the Big East, the Big 12, and the ACC. And I'm honored to be in my 9th year here at Clemson. And I'm fortunate in my role, I get to meet a lot of ADs and I get to meet a lot of the coaches around the country. I honestly believe, without question, that we have the very best athletics department, the best coaches, the best staff, and I absolutely know we have the very best student athletes in the country. We win on the field, including a national championship in men's soccer this year, and we win in the classroom, and we do it the right way. For that, I'm very thankful. I also want to thank Dr. Antonis Katsianis for serving as our NCAA faculty athletic rep. It's not an easy job, and it's very time-consuming. We're very fortunate to have him in this role, and I'm thankful for the important job that he does. I also want to thank Amanda Gray Richardson for her work as our Associate Athletics Director for Compliance, another job that is not easy. She does an outstanding job. And also want to thank Steve Duzan and Matt Lombardi. Both, by the way, are graduates of the President's Leadership Institute at this institution. I want to thank them and their entire team in the Near East Center. Will you please help me thank them for what they do? They're a critical part of our success, and they do an amazing job helping all of our student athletes succeed. And I'm very proud that Clemson is a place that makes academic success of our student athletes a top priority. Our academic support team is one of the reasons why our graduation success rate for all of our athletics programs at a record high of 95%. We're tied for third among public universities in the Power Five and tied for first in the ACC for our graduation success rate. We have 8 teams that had a perfect 100% graduation success rate. Those teams are baseball, women's golf, men's golf, rowing, women's tennis, women's soccer, men's basketball, and volleyball. And by the way, volleyball has earned a perfect score for 17 years in a row. So we're here today to celebrate you, our incredible student athletes, and those who support them who are graduating tomorrow or Friday. Most of you earn your bachelor's degrees, and 9 of you have earned a graduate degree. And I want you to know how incredibly proud I am of each and every one of you. As you know, I try to get to as many sporting events as I can. My wife and I and our daughter Grace, who just finished her freshman year in our Clemson Life program, they often join me. Grace is the one cheering the loudest for you at the games. But as much as I love watching you play, and as much as I love watching you compete, I will enjoy tomorrow congratulating you even more as you walk across the stage at commencement. I know that being a student athlete or any part of a collegiate team is not easy. It's a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dedication. It takes a lot of commitment. It takes a lot of discipline. With the amount of time and the effort that you all put into your sports, I know it's like having a full-time job in addition to taking a full course load. So I want to personally thank you for your commitment to academic success and for representing Clemson so well in athletic competition. I'm also thankful for how well you represent us in the community. And I know that you will go on to achieve great things in your life. You've already demonstrated you have a strong work ethic. And I know for a fact, as Davis said, employers love to hire former student athletes when they are hiring new college graduates. I've had several CEOs tell me that. They've told me that over the years because they know that you will make outstanding employees. And I know because I have several former college athletes on my leadership team, including Max Allen, who played baseball in college, Lisa Knox, who was a swimmer in college, and Kat Owens, who played basketball in college. 11 of you participated in the Tiger Leadership Academy, which is an amazing program and a great opportunity to refine your leadership skills within your team and in your life. Others participated in the Women's Leadership Academy, the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, and Tigers Unite. And some of you gained valuable professional experience as you pick interns. You will be able to draw from and build upon all of those experiences for years to come. As student athletes, you understand the importance of hard work, and you have a winning attitude. You value teamwork, and you understand that everyone has something to contribute to the team. You value the diversity of skills and talents that it takes to build a winning team or a winning organization. You're highly dedicated, and you understand the importance of personal discipline. You know how to manage your time, and you don't fold under pressure. And most importantly, you don't quit in the face of adversity. All of those qualities that you have developed through years of playing competitive sports and in your studies here at Clemson prepared you for life after college. You will hear me say this at graduation, but it never hurts to say it more than once. As a college graduate, as a graduate of this great university, you now have a responsibility to take what you learned here at Clemson and to use that knowledge to make the world a better place. Believe in yourself, make your life matter, and ultimately make a difference. I'm very proud of all of you, and I look forward to seeing you at commencement. Congratulations again. May God bless you all, and go Tigers.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, President Clements. Now we will recognize those who are unable to be with us here today. From men's basketball, Naz Bohannon, David Collins, and Alex Hemingway. From football, Matthew Bockhorst, Hamp Green, Max May, Andrew Roberts, Drew Sweeney, and Jonathan Weitz. From men's track, Ethan Binnix. From women's track, Olivia Cooney. From men's golf, Zach Gordon. From softball, Marissa Gumbarda and Bailey Taylor. Managers, Noah Harvin, Kyle Reese, and Christopher Wallace. Athletic trainers, Zachary Booker and Charles Hamlin. And from video, Josie Hollingsworth, Jordan Houle, and William Tate. Next up, I'd like to invite Tori Neiman, Director of Student Athlete Development, to recognize those who have completed the Tiger Leadership Academy. The Tiger Leadership Academy is an intensive 3-year leadership development program for student athletes. Each student athlete being recognized has committed countless hours to their own development and the betterment of their teams, their futures, and those around them. When your name is called, please come up and be recognized. From men's track and field, Kiko Morrison. From women's basketball, Skylar Blackstock. From women's golf, Lindsay May. From rowing, Megan McLean. And from the women's track and field and cross country program, Anna Brewer, Jessica Brewer, Kenya Livingston, and Elizabeth Souter. Congratulations to our Tiger Leadership Academy graduates. Now we will begin with the presentation of gifts. All graduates will receive a gift and a sash to receive and wear during their graduation ceremony. Student athletes, when your name is called, please come forward and receive your gift from your academic coordinator. You will then receive your sash from your coach as demonstrated. You got the demonstration here? Huh? Okay, go. Then you will go to that lovely area, take a group picture, and return to your seat. To start, we will honor our softball graduates. I'd like to invite up head coach John Rittman and academic coordinator Kayla Velasquez to honor our softball graduates. Our spring graduates from softball are Ariel Oda, a marketing major who will pursue an MBA and continue to play softball with her remaining eligibility. Carly Shannon, a biological sciences major who will take a gap year with plans to begin medical school in the fall of 2023. And Emma Whitfield, a communication major who will continue her education to become a speech-language pathologist. Let's give these women a round of applause. After the photo, Kayla's going to come back up along with rowing head coach Stephen Fraser Wong to honor our graduates from the rowing program. Our spring rowing graduates are Catherine Hadley, earning a degree in financial management. Catherine will be pursuing a Master of Science in Business Analytics at either SMU or Texas. Pepper Coleman, an economics major who will continue rowing while pursuing graduate degree at Rutgers University in the Global Sports Business MS program. Jasmine Lewis, a sports communication major who plans to take 3 years off to travel before pursuing a career with a branding agency. Ellie Lair, a marketing major who will be working with Turnberry Solutions as a project management associate. Megan McLean, a health science major who is planning to attend PA school. Summer Ratley, a management major who will be moving to Denver to work at Adobe. Alexandria Thull, a microbiology major who is still deciding on her plans for the future. Eleanor Wright, a marketing major who will be working in community relations with the Miami Dolphins cheer staff. And graduating this summer, we have Hannah Hayes, a language and international health major who may pursue a career in medical sales, as well as Katie Konozeki, a bioengineering major who will pursue a master's in biomedical engineering and has a 5th year of eligibility to row. Congratulations to our rowing graduates. Next, we would like to recognize our football graduates. I invite up Chief of Football Administration Woody McCorvey and academic coordinators Catherine Koning and Aaron DeCellis to honor these grads. Our graduates from football are Michael Becker, graduating with a degree in nursing. Michael is still deciding his plans for the future. Jalen Lay, majoring in criminal justice. Jalen plans to earn a master's in school counseling at Alabama State. Jordan McFadden, a sociology major who is still deciding on his plans for the future. Rook Orororo, who is earning a degree in sociology and is still deciding his plans for the future. Clayton Randolph, who will graduate with a degree in biological sciences and plans to attend medical school. Graduating this summer, we have Taquan Johnson, who will graduate with a degree in criminal justice and plans to pursue a career in law enforcement. Sheridan Jones, a communication major who is still deciding on his plans for the future. And Will Sweeney, who is earning a master's in business administration and deciding on his plans for the future. Let's give these men a round of applause. Now we will recognize our graduates from our men's baseball program. I'd like to invite up academic coordinator Lindsay Ricketts and head coach Monty Lee. Our baseball graduates are Chad Ferry, a Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management major who is planning to pursue a career in real estate. Briar Hawkins, a sports communication major who is still deciding on his future plans. Jackson Lindley, who is earning a degree in management and is still deciding future plans. Mac Starbuck, who will graduate with a degree in sports communication and plans to continue his baseball career while earning a master's degree. And our August graduate from baseball is Jeffrey Gilbert, who will earn a degree in sociology and plans to pursue a professional baseball career. Congratulations, gentlemen. Next, I'd like to invite assistant coach for men's basketball, Dick Bender, and academic coordinator, Leslie Moreland. Our men's basketball graduate is Parker Fox, a management major who is still deciding on his future plans. Congratulations, Parker. Leslie will jump back up here after the photo to help honor our graduates from women's golf, along with Senior Associate Athletic Director Natalie Honan. Graduating from women's golf this summer is Lindsay May, who will earn a degree in management and plans to work in her family's business in New York. Congratulations, Lindsay. Leslie's going to be getting her steps in. She's going back and forth photo area and up front, because next we will honor our graduate from men's golf. Head coach Jordan Bird, please come up, and we will honor Jacob Bridgman, a management major who plans to pursue a professional golf career. Congratulations, Jacob. Next, I'd like to invite up academic coordinator Sarah Jo Lawrence, along with assistant coach Daniel Barber from women's basketball. Our spring graduate from women's basketball is Skylar Blackstock, a financial management major who will be starting law school this August. Congratulations, Skylar. Sarah Jo's going to come back along with academic coordinator JT Melendick and assistant coach Vicki Pounds from the men's and women's cross-country track and field program, so we can honor our spring graduates and summer graduates from the track and field cross-country program. First up is Anna Brewer, an animal and veterinary science major who plans to do animal research and work with an equine veterinarian before pursuing vet school. Jessica Brewer, graduating with a degree in computer science and criminal justice. Jessica will be working as a digital forensics examiner in Charlotte. Kenya Livingston, a psychology major who is pursuing a career as a behavior technician. Liz Souter, an industrial engineering major who has a position as an industrial engineer at Gentex in Michigan. Josie Wertz, a marketing and management major who will be working in the interactive development program at Accenture. Ziko Campbell, a bioengineering major who is still deciding on future plans. Colby Cavanis, a mechanical engineering major who plans to earn a master's degree in mechanical engineering. Kiko Morrison, a communication major who is planning to pursue a graduate degree. Michael Smith, an industrial engineering major who will pursue a Master's of Science in Quantitative and Computational Finance at Georgia Tech. And graduating this summer is Roger Stona, who will earn a degree in industrial engineering and is still deciding on future plans. Let's give this group a round of applause. Now I'd like to invite head coach for volleyball, Jackie Kerr, and academic coordinator, Adam Hayden. Our graduates from volleyball are Kaylee Martin, earning her master's degree in athletic leadership. Kaylee is still deciding on her future plans. And Ava Pritchard, who is also earning her master's in athletic leadership and is also still deciding on future plans. Congratulations, ladies. Adam will come back up, along with associate coach for women's soccer, Jeff Robbins, to honor our graduates from the women's soccer program. And that graduate is Hal Hirschfeld, who is currently awaiting admission into Clemson's Master of Public Administrations program with an emphasis in Homeland Defense and Security and Emergency Management. Congratulations, Hal. Now I'd like to invite up head coach for men's tennis, Robbie Weiss, and academic coordinator, JT Mellendick. Our men's tennis graduate is Teodor Juska, a management major who will be pursuing a master's in business analytics at the University of Georgia. Congratulations, Teodor. From the Spirit Squads, I'd now like to invite up head coach for cheer, Tori Paulsonello, and Rally Cats head coach, Aaron Lee, as well as director of internal operations for the Neary Center, Kevin Kennedy. Our graduates from cheer are Malia Andres, a psychology major who plans to pursue a career in sales. Rachel Donovan, an industrial engineering major who is still deciding on plans for the future. Jenna Harkins, a Tiger mascot who earned a degree in animal and veterinary science and is planning to be a pharmaceutical rep for veterinarians. Kendall Horn, a psychology major who plans to pursue another degree in nursing. Chrissy Layton, a health science major who plans to take a year off before pursuing a degree to become a physician's assistant. Maya Nagelberg, with a degree in science teaching, Maya plans to return to Clemson to pursue a master's degree in education. Kendall Ritchie, a Tiger mascot and criminal justice major who is planning to pursue a graduate degree or work as a sheriff's deputy. Maya Troyer, an early childhood education major who is still deciding on plans for the future. And Jayla Zanders, who is earning a degree in language and international health and still deciding on future plans. From the Rally Cats, our first graduate is Sophia Butler, a marketing major who is planning to move to Atlanta and pursue a career in marketing. Jordan Cole, a bioengineering major who will be returning to Clemson to pursue a Master's of Engineering degree in bioengineering. Isabel Jonke, with her marketing and women's leadership degree, Isabel will be starting a sales career with Otis Elevator Company in Atlanta, Georgia. And Ashley Jones, who is earning her degree in political science and communication and will be attending law school 2 hours down the road. Let's give this group a round of applause. Kevin, come on up, as well as Director of Equipment for Olympic Sports, Mike Wilson, so we can recognize our team managers. Abe will do. Thanks, Abe. Our graduates from Olympic Sports Equipment, Matthew Cian, I knew this was going to hold. Ciancarelli. I had to spell it phonetically on the script there. A financial management major who will be working at Fidelity Investments in Westlake, Texas. Brayson Melton, a psychology major who is still deciding on future plans. And Jason Mims, a Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Management major who is planning to get a coaching job. Congratulations, gentlemen. Next, we will invite up Assistant Athletic Trainer for football, Cheyenne Reynolds, and honor our spring athletic training graduates, starting with Madeline Ferguson, a marketing major who is still deciding on her career path. And Hannah Long, who is earning a degree in food science and human nutrition and plans to take a gap year before continuing her education. Congratulations, ladies. I'd like to invite up Director of Video Services Rick Bagby to honor our spring video graduates. Jewel Dinkins, an animal and veterinary science major who plans to earn a doctorate in veterinary medicine and pursue a career working with wildlife and the preservation of endangered species. Daniel Estes, an animal and veterinary science major who is still deciding on his plans for the future. Joseph Franklin, who will earn a degree in communication and is still deciding on future plans. Jacob Gordon, a marketing major who is still deciding on future plans. And Callis Johnson, an animal and veterinary science major who will be applying to medical school. Let's give this group a round of applause. The final graduate being honored today is a member of the Tiger Trust Program. Clemson will, through Tiger Trust Program, provide an opportunity for all student athletes who have exhausted athletic eligibility or left early for a professional opportunity to return to Clemson and earn their undergraduate degree if they left the university in good standing. I invite up now Academic Coordinator Lindsay Ricketts, Senior Associate Director of Athletic Academic Services Matt Lombardi, to present the gift to our Tiger Trust graduate, who is Kyle Wilkie, a former men's baseball player earning a degree in sports communication. Kyle works for a custom home builder in Metro Atlanta and coaches baseball in his free time. Congratulations, Kyle. We've now reached the student athlete speaker portion of our program. I'd like to invite up our first student athlete speaker from women's track and field and cross country, Josie Wertz.
Hi, my name is Josie, and I'm on the cross-country and track and field team. This spring track season has meant a lot to me, and I'm sure you can all relate because it is the last time I'll be putting on my Clemson uniform. Knowing my time wearing my Clemson singlet is nearing the end has played into how well this last season is going for me. I want to share one of my favorite moments athletically at Clemson, which turned into one of my favorite moments academically. In April, I PR'd at Florida Relays in the 5K, running a 41-second PR, and finally getting under the 17-minute mark. I was riding the high of that race on the bus ride all the way back to Clemson when I remembered that I had an exam to make up bright and early Monday morning. As I walked into the classroom on Monday, I noticed a sticky note on the top of my exam from my professor that read, "How do you beat a PR by 40 seconds? You slacker. Just kidding. Congrats on a great season. So fun to watch." As student athletes, we go to practice, we go to class, in an endless cycle. We don't often receive recognition for the discipline and hard work our schedules demand. But then again, we aren't involved in sports just to receive praise. We find our own sense of satisfaction and accomplishment internally. Our passion for our sport fuels us more than any external recognition we receive. That being said, that simple sticky note meant a lot to me. It meant that someone outside of my team had acknowledged what I had accomplished and noticed the hard work I put in to get that time. I didn't expect the note, and that is what made it so special to receive. Another favorite moment occurred when I found out that one of my finance professors has a daughter who I ran against at a cross-country race last fall. When I emailed him about missing an assignment because of the meet, he jokingly teased me about beating his daughter in the race. This conversation led to him connecting me with a consulting company that I would call my future employer just 2 months later. These are just two examples that show the wide embrace of the Clemson family. Being lucky enough to be a part of this family means that we get support from all sides, from teachers and coaches alike. After 4 years of hard work, it's time to recognize those in our Clemson family that have helped us get to this important moment. Our coaches who taught us to believe in ourselves and our abilities by building our confidence and providing endless encouragement. Our teammates who taught us how to support each other unconditionally. Our athletic trainers who showed us how to put the needs of others before our own. The athletic department who provided us with the necessary resources to perform at our best. Our academic advisors who taught us how important preparation is for success. Our professors who gave us the knowledge to embark on careers in our chosen fields. The guidance and support of these people have shaped us into who we are and prepared us for our future beyond Clemson. As student athletes, we have a shared experience that no one else can quite understand. We've spent countless hours practicing. We've logged thousands of miles on buses and planes. We've celebrated our victories and persevered after losses. Driven by a passion for our sport, we've willingly made sacrifices. And what did we get in return? The opportunity to compete for our school, lifelong friendships, amazing memories, and excellent education. We will value these things far beyond our time on an athletic field. To my fellow graduating student athletes, thank you for inspiring me and making me proud to be in your company. I am beyond grateful for the opportunity to go to school here and to represent Clemson as an athlete. As graduation approaches and our time here at Clemson is coming to an end, let's celebrate each other's accomplishments as well as our own. Let's remember the incredible plays, fast races, amazing shots, great throws, and outstanding goals. On Saturday, I will be taking off my singlet for the last time, but I'm taking with me 4 years of incredible memories and experiences. Thank you, congrats, and good luck, Clemson, class of 2022. Go Tigers.
Thank you so much, Josie. Next up, we have Ziko Campbell from men's track and field.
Good morning. Hello, so my name is Ziko Campbell, and I'm here today to tell you about my experience as a Clemson student athlete. So in August of 2018, I embarked on a journey to somewhere I've never even been before Clemson, a journey somewhere I don't have any family, a journey somewhere with an education system that's completely different from what I'm used to, a completely different system overall. And let me tell you, I came with 2 bags. One full of clothes, and the second with my beloved computer. And I was ready. I was ready to take on Clemson. I was ready to completely defeat it. Steamroll, I thought nothing could slow me down. But spoiler alert, I was wrong. I don't know what it is about coming to university, but it's almost like you look at your goal through binoculars. You see your goal, but it's really hard to see the path it takes to get there, no matter how far and how winding it actually is. I was not ready for 8 a.m.s. I was not ready for classes after that, then 6 hours of practice. I was not ready to hate 11:59 as much as I do. I was not ready to be in a classroom with everybody and no one looks like me. I was not ready to be constantly stereotyped as just a dumb athlete in my major. Eventually, I realized I was drowning in the sea of uncertainty and the sea of just the unknown. And it was hard, because I tried to find my space, I tried to find my niche, I tried to find my comfort point. But I struggled. I cried sometimes, and I could say I texted my mom at 3 a.m. one too many times. And eventually, through the help of Clemson and through the help of those around me, I realized I have the power, and I can either let this struggle define me, or I can reinvent myself to survive. And I found my niche. I found my niche through those around me, and I reinvented myself. So much so that I can say that I would not be here today without their help. So I don't know if you can actually help me, but I'd actually like to say, give a round of applause for my amazing, amazing mother who's here, traveled all the way from Jamaica. my amazing, amazing fiance who created a family for me over here. And lastly, Sarah Jo Lawrence, who almost became a mother for me away from home. Thank you so much. And in conclusion, I came here, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, a boy with fake confidence, and now I exit a man with some actual real confidence to go in the world. And I can say that no matter how foreign the task may seem, I have the tools to actually swim and not drown in the sea of uncertainty and come out on top. And for that, I will never forget Clemson University. So thank you so much for listening to my story, and go Tigers.
Thank you, Ziko. Thank you again, Josie. Now I'd like to once again invite up Senior Associate Director of Athletic Academic Services, Matt Lombardi. Oh, I thought he was back for an encore. Matt will close out our program here today.
Thank you, Jeff. I have the unenviable position to have to follow up the student athletes who always do such a great job with their remarks and their stories. Not going to try and top anything, but maybe to bring it all together. But first, want to especially thank the folks from our staff that helped pull this event together, Kevin, Shelley, Lindsay, our whole graduation committee. So if you could all help me thank those folks who put this event on for us. Of course, our food service staff that provide our food today. As we noticed, there's some construction going on, if you didn't notice before today. Our facilities staff, this room you're in right now last week was under construction, as most of this place is. Can't really tell minus the cardboard carpet you walked in on, but thanks to them for getting it turned around so quickly. Davis and everyone at IPTE for your support of our programs. Graham, though we couldn't be here, has been a fantastic leader already in supporting our student athletes and our support systems. And of course, President Clements for your leadership. And he alluded to the President's Leadership Institute, which is a professional development program I was very fortunate to be able to participate in this year. So to really have a front row seat to see his leadership for this university, and whether you realize it or not, the impact he's had on all of us and our experiences here, we're very, very thankful. So next, the most important thanks, we thank our families and our parents that are here with us, student athletes. We return and maybe give it a round of applause to all those who've helped us. And I just want to thank the families as well for trusting us with your student athletes for the past however many years. I'm a parent of little ones, the oldest only 26 months. But the little things she does, I am so proud of, and it just kind of makes me light up. So for you to see your children graduate, I can't imagine the pride that you must feel. So congratulations to you as well. So my remarks, I'm going to break down into two parts. One, my role as Associate Athletic Director of Academics. I'll start there. We're celebrating 95 graduates across this spring and summer, and everyone has their own stories and successes, but I want to start by highlighting just a few. I'm that Director of Academics after all. Max May from football is graduating with a 4.0 in marketing and double minors in finance and management. Jessica Brewer from track and field is graduating with a 4.0 in a double major in computer science and criminal justice. Ava Pritchard and Kaylee Martin from volleyball are both graduating with their master's degrees in perfect 4.0s, as well as Marissa Gombarda and Bailey Taylor from softball with perfect 4.0s in their master's degree programs. Congratulations. That is outstanding. Many others here deserve special recognition. Obviously can't do everyone individually. The average cumulative GPA of our graduates here today is a 3.39. That's huge. That's unbelievable. Congratulations. Now, go ahead. I did that before final grades posted, so senioritis might still awesome, outstanding, congratulations. But just want to highlight the academic success first of all of you. Very proud for how you represented yourselves in the university. Go into a little bit of maybe advice, a little guidance here. Through my participation in the President's Leadership Institute, we were exposed to many different leaders from across campus. A lot of lessons to be learned. One in particular that resonated with me was Dean Young from the College of Science. She presented on leadership and gave us 6 guiding principles of leadership. And one in particular stuck out to me, and it's, you may have heard this before, but it's one of her 6 principles, is that diversity makes us smarter. And that really stuck with me in a lot of different ways, but mostly because she's the Dean of Science, the College of Science. Not arts and humanities, not behavioral and social science. The Dean of Science prioritized that diversity makes us smarter. So I wanted to take that and look at it from maybe your student athlete perspective or your time here at Clemson. So diversity promotes critical thinking. Research done by Scientific American, right, scientific journal, found that exposure to diversity changes the way people think. Right? It ultimately improves innovation, creativity, problem-solving skills, and all those attributes actually make us smarter. Right? Not just maybe better people, but smarter individuals. Real smart person, Einstein, said that education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. So this critical thinking piece that is promoted and developed through this diverse experience that we've had here at Clemson as college students, but specifically as student athletes, has made you smarter and more prepared for the next chapter of your lives. A little bit about the diversity of our graduates, 95 of you. 35 different majors represented in this graduating class across all 7 colleges here at Clemson. 5 of you are earning double degrees, or double majors, I'm sorry, or dual degrees, 9 master's degrees. You come from 18 different states, 3 different countries, but all 95 of you are unique individuals with your own set of beliefs, values, heritage, and identity. And this diverse group, through your participation in athletics, has come together with your teammates and worked towards common goals in your respective sports, not to mention through your leadership and student athlete development and Paul Journey. You've been successful because you've changed the way each other think, and your improved problem solving, innovation, and creative thinking through challenges to overcome obstacles you've made each other smarter and better. So all that is why I love college athletics and why you are beyond prepared for the real world after having had this experience. That's my part one. Part two, I'm going to speak as a Clemson student athlete alum myself. What did I do? I was a Clemson track and field athlete. I was a shot putter like Ziko, right? not as good. It may not speak as well either, but as a student athlete alum, I want to welcome you to an elite fraternity, right? An elite fellowship. You've all represented yourselves in Clemson with excellence, and I appreciate that. We're so good here at this, don't lose sight of the significance that graduating is the ultimate accomplishment of a student athlete. 95% graduation success rate. We take for granted that it is a huge, huge accomplishment to do that as a student athlete, and to do it well, you should be very, very proud. Now, everyone's received their stoles. We didn't just give you these to post on Instagram and look good and have some flair on graduation, right? There's a reason behind this. You've earned it, all right? You have earned these stoles. So you've been presented with one to wear on graduation day as a student athlete. And this year, for the first time ever, our student athlete stole has the block C on it, right? It used to say student athlete. Now it has a block C, all right? That signifies that you have earned a varsity letter as a student athlete here at Clemson. So what does that letter mean? All right? I think Josie and Ziko probably said it best, all right? It's everything. It's everything from start to finish. If I look back at my 20 years ago graduation, from the time I got here to the time I graduated, every up, down, and in between of that student athlete experience is represented in that block C. And Josie, you may not wear the singlet anymore, but that block C goes with you, okay? The block C goes with you. So overall, that C means that you've persevered, you've succeeded to the end in representing Clemson as a student athlete, and you should be very, very proud of that, because we are all of you. And finally, while all the diversity and individuality in this group has made you smarter, stronger, and better, what you all have in common is this accomplishment as a student athlete. No one else has these. You can't buy the block C on any apparel, and that is literally true. Bob has tried. I don't know where Bob is. Bob and Jordan. We cannot sell the block C for tax or licensing reasons. You can only earn it, all right? You cannot go downtown and buy a block C. You've earned it. So take that quite literally with pride, that you have earned what is on your chest. So by wearing the block C across the stage, I hope you will feel an even greater sense of pride, accomplishment, and community with one another for having had the shared experience of being Clemson student athletes. With that, I will close by just saying again, congratulations, go Tigers, and if you would, please stand, and one last time, maybe not the last time, but together, let's sing the alma mater as we close our program. Thank you, everyone. That concludes the program, but please do feel free to stay here and fellowship with each